Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be going over the Friday, June 18th MLB games. And yeah, we got 15 games from Friday and lots of exciting extra inning games. As typical, Friday is the new start of a lot of different series. So we get to jump in, talk about new matchups, all that fun stuff. Before we do, scroll down there, join the community, like, subscribe, etc. etc. First game of the day, we have Nationals 1, Mets 0. And Mets not getting any offense, and Nationals getting the walk-off win here in the bottom of the ninth. What can you say? It was a nice hit by Yan Gomes and cashes in that nice run in the bottom of the ninth. Juan Soto getting the winning run across the board. Eric Fedde goes 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 6 Ks. He had a great outing. He's been very solid as of late, and he's quietly gone under the radar and possibly be the Washington Nationals' best pitcher now. Definitely with Scherzer on the not pitching. Lucchesi goes 5.1, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks. No decision there, and Diaz gets the blown save in that extra inning. Moving along, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates 11, the Cleveland Indians 10, and the Pirates are out to 11-1 lead here. And you turn off the TV, you expect it to be done, and believe it or not, the Indians clawed their way back. 6 runs in the 7th, 3 runs in the 9th. People on bases in that 9th inning, but they can't cash it in. They came this close to the miracle comeback against the Pirates, and I guess when it's a Pirates game and they got a lead, you probably shouldn't turn the TV off at all. We have Reynolds with a nice 2-hit night. Gregory Polanco hitting his 7th home run of the season. Reynolds his 11th. And on the other side, Cesar Hernandez hitting his 11th of the season. Chad Cole goes 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. And Mejia goes 5 innings pitched, 6 earned runs, giving up 2 home runs in this game and 3 strikeouts. Mejia has been struggling now. That's his 3rd start for the Indians. He's got 6.11 ERA. I don't think he's going to fill the role that they're kind of looking for. So far, he hasn't proven to do so. Orioles 7, Blue Jays 1, and the Orioles get out to a 1-0 lead. Jays tied up. That first inning's typical Robbie Ray fashion. Talked about it. Strikeouts the side. He gives up a home run. He gives up a walk. Pretty typical. Jays do tie it up top of the 5th. Orioles take a lead right away back after. And without the lead in a Jays game when the bullpen comes in, it's probably over, and the bullpen gives up 5, and as we know, the bullpen's been awful. Robbie Ray goes 4.1, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks, and Shellman getting a spot start here, 4.2, 1 earned run, 3 Ks, and the Orioles pick up a nice win over a division rival, so they're not too far out from possibly passing these Blue Jays if the Blue Jays continue to sputter the way they are. Athletics 5, Yankees 3, and the A's coming into New York here and taking a 2-0 lead before the Yankees bounce back with 2 runs of their own. And the Yankees actually had a lead halfway through this game, but it wasn't enough. LeMahieu hits his 5th home run of the season. Odor his 7th, giving them the lead in that 5th inning. And on the other side, Olsen hitting his 19th home run of the season. We have Tony Kemp hitting his 3rd, enough to power the A's to this victory. Kaplerlinen goes 5.23 earned runs, 7 Ks. And Jameson Taillon, 4.22 earned runs, 5 Ks. He had a good outing, but they only kept him in for 76 pitches, and then they pulled him out. And believe it or not, it was the bullpen of the Yankees in that top of the 6th that blew this game, and the Yankees couldn't add any runs against the A's bullpen. And that was the big difference here. Braves 9, Cardinals 1. Cardinals put up 1 right away off Max Fried, but after that, the Braves offense just came to play. I think they really woke up in that Boston series, and they're going to carry things over to this series against St. Louis. Freddie Freeman had a nice 2-hit night. Ozzie Albies had a nice 3-hit, 3 RBI night. Contreras hits his 7th home run of the season. Albies his 10th. And then Cardinals, their bats continue to be very struggly. 3 hits on this night, but after that last series too, they seem to have lots of issues getting some runs lately. Carlos Martinez goes 3 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, giving up a couple of home runs. His ERA is floating at 6.62. He's now 3-8 on the season. Rough. It's been a rough season for C-Mart. And Max Fried, 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. Looks like we got the same Max Fried that we had last season. He's finally back after he dealt with that injury at the beginning of the season. He seems to be back, and the Braves need him. They're 3 games away from 500 now, closing in on it, and they really need their starting pitchers. Twins 7, Rangers 5. This one had a lot of offense back and forth early in this game. 3-2 after the first, and then it was 4-3 halfway through, and the Texas Rangers actually tied this one up to send it to extras, but the Minnesota Twins put up 3 in the top of the 10th, and the Rangers could not respond. Garcia, it's been a while since we've talked about him, and finally hitting his 17th home run of the season. He had a little bit of a cold stretch there, it looks like, but he hits it. And on the other side, we have Larnach hitting his 4th for the Twins. Folty goes 5, 4 earned runs, 4 strikeouts. Still been a rough, long season for him. Somewhat of an okay outing. He did have that really rough first inning, and then Barrios goes 6, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks, picking up the no decision. And then the Twins, like I said, win it in extra innings. Marlins 10, Cubs 2. We have the Marlins putting up a 5 spot in the top of the 3rd and not really looking back after that, beating up 5-2, and then eventually it was 10-2. Adam Duvall had a nice 3-hit, 6 RBI performance, hitting 2 home runs in this game, putting them to 14 on the season, continues to lead the way for the Miami Marlins. The Cubs are struggling as of late to put up some wins. I think that makes them 1-5 over the last 6 games, so lucky for them, the team that they're competing with at the top continuing to struggle as well. Jock Peterson, however, hitting 2 home runs himself, 11 on the season. And Zach Davies goes 6 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, so he just gets beat around. And when you're getting beat around by the Marlins, there's probably just a really, really rough outing for you. Poteet goes 3.2, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. And then the bullpen comes in. They do their solid bullpen with the Curtis Detweiler pop, which they tend to do when they need a lot of innings eaten up, and that's what the Marlins do. Take care of business there. Royals 5, Red Sox 3. Didn't get a lot of action in this one myself. Kansas City got a 3-1 lead in the 3rd inning. Boston tried to claw back, but they never were able to get back into this game. Perez continues to be the staple in this Kansas City Royals offense. 2 hit, 1 RBI, 9. He's up to 291 batting average. Modesi 4 home run of the season, and Salvador Perez, he's up to 18. He's leading the league for catchers. I think he's leading the league in OPS. He might be in second. I can't remember. I saw the stat yesterday. Devers hitting his 17th of the season for Boston. Nick Pivetta goes 5, 3 earned runs, 6 Ks. Decent outings, probably one of the better outings that we've seen from Boston starters and Boston pitching in the past couple days, but not enough. And Zimmer goes 2, and then Bubic comes in, goes 2.2. So it's really a bullpen / Bubic style game for Kansas City, and they pick up a win here. They're now 6 games below 500. I remember for weeks they've been flirting with 500, up and down, but they're falling short now for sure. Astros 2, White Sox 1, and the White Sox were at 1-0 quickly here, and with Carlos Rondon on the mound, there was a lot of concern. He was clutch. He's clutch, but Houston, they get 1 run in the bottom of the 5th to tie it. And they're the second team today that we're talking about that walked it off in the bottom of the 9th. Alvarez is the big story here. 3 hits and a 1 RBI performance. We have Luis Garcia going 7, 1 earned runs, 8 Ks. Just a monster performance for him. He continues to be the Astros, one of their aces on the mound. And Carlos Rondon, he had a great start himself. 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. Both these guys get the no decision. And the Astros walk it off Crochet and pick up a nice win off a possible American League Championship rival here. Like, the White Sox have had a tough week. They've had Tampa Bay, and now they're having Houston, so they're really being tested whether they're for real. And right now, they're 2-2 on the week. Rockies 6, Brewers 5. We have another walk-off here, and it was the Rockies in the bottom of the 10th walking it off. They were back and forth here, down 4-1 at one point, and the Brewers had a good chance to really close this one out, but the bullpen doesn't get it done, and Rockies add 4 runs over the middle to late parts of this game. We have home runs from Urias on the Milwaukee, his 8th of the season. Other than that, the Rockies just generated all their runs. Santazella goes 6, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks, and Burns 5.1, 4 earned runs, 6 Ks. He can't get out of the 5th inning, and they bring in Brent Suter to try to get him out of it, and he gets charged with the blown save. His 4th of the season, which is quite a lot considering that Suter was a starter for a majority of the beginning of the season. So, other than that, the bullpen does come in and close the door on the Rockies, but Chacin has such a monster extra inning, 10th inning inning where he strikes out 2, that Rockies just are able to walk it off. Angels 11, Tigers 3, and this one, I'm not going to talk too much about this one. The Angels were just out playing them. It was 10-1 about halfway through this game. Ohtani, the big story there is he's talking about the Homerun Derby. He's ready to go, and he showed it yesterday, hitting his 21st of the season. He popped off and hit 2 home runs. We also have Ward, who has 3 hit, 3 RBI nights. Walsh hitting his 16th of the season. Ren Gifo, a new guy for me, playing second for the Angels, hitting his first possibly of his career. I don't even know who this guy is, Ren Gifo. But yeah, Alex Cobb goes 5.20 earned runs, 8 Ks. Just a great performance, definitely for Angels pitcher that we've been seeing. Urena goes 7 earned runs, over 4 and 4 Ks. And the Tigers get a nice beat down here. What can you say? Dodgers 3, Diamondbacks 0. Diamondbacks are looking to break the losing streak, but they can't. This isn't necessarily the long record-setting losing streak because they were at home. Nonetheless, they are in a double-digit losing streak, and it continued. They were tied going into the 8th inning, and you thought, maybe they have a chance, but it is the Dodgers. But one player that they let go in the past, Souza Jr., walks up to the plate and breaks the tie with a nice home run of his own. Dodgers, it's the second game as a Dodger, his first home run of the season. Souza Jr. getting revenge on his old team. Bauer goes 7, 0 earned runs, 8 strikeouts. Whereas on the other side, we have Caleb Smith going 6, 0 earned runs, 5 Ks for a good performance for Arizona starter, but can't get the job done. They're on pace with probably Blue Jays in the bullpen. Like, their bullpen blows this game, and it's over for the Diamondbacks. Giants 5, Phillies 3, and this game was fun. Back and forth, 3-3 at the top of the 4th here, and then San Francisco puts up a couple, and then their bullpen gets the job done and closes the door. We have we have 1 home run for the Giants. It was Brandon Belt, his 10th of the season in that 5th inning, which actually gave them the lead, and they didn't have to look back after that. Herrera for the Phillies gets his 5th, and McCutchen his 12th. It's not enough. McCutchen had a nice 2-hit, 2 RBI performance. He's batting in that cleanup spot right now. And we have Johnny Cueto going 6, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks in the win. He's now 5-3 in the season. Velasquez 4, 3 earned runs, and 2 Ks. He's a little bit short there, but for Velasquez kind of style, it's all right. He only went 4 innings, 84 pitches it took to get through those 4 innings, but he got out of there. His second loss of the season. Next up, we have the Padres 8, Reds 2, and the Padres are bouncing back after being swept by Colorado. They're taking care of the red-hot Reds, and now it's back-to-back wins now after walking off them last night. They pretty much took care of business on this night. 5-2 lead about halfway through and just added a couple runs late to close the door. We have Tommy Pham hitting his 6th of the season. Will Myers had a nice 2 home run night, his 8th of the season. What's that? 4 guys now that have had 2 home run nights last night. I don't think there was a hat trick. 1 game left to look for that. On the Red side, there was nothing. They only had 6 hits throughout the night. Chris Paddock went 5, 2 earned runs, 11 Ks. That was a monster performance for Chris Paddock. He did all that over 87 pitches. On the other side, we have Sant Elian, went 3 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Just a little short outing for him, 53 pitches for the Reds. Last game of the night, we have the Mariners 5, Rays 1, and this basically all the runs took place at the very beginning here, with Seattle 4 and Tempe 1 in that first inning, and all of them really cashing in off Waka Waka. He went 3.2, gave up 11 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. Just a rough outing for him. I actually went into this game expecting them to do what they've been doing with Waka and then Fleming coming in and closing it, but it makes sense now that Fleming doesn't come in because he's scheduled to pitch today, and I kind of forgot that they don't have Glass now, so they've got to stretch out what their rotation is now, and so I guess they're going to be using Waka as a starter going forward. It's a little bit of a concern for Tampa Bay, definitely on that. Kikuchi goes 7 innings, pitch 1, earned run 6 Ks, and we have no home runs in this game, so it was all generated off 13 hits for Seattle. Francais goes 3 hits, 2 runs scored, and Kyle Seager had a nice 2-hit night as well. Seattle now has won back-to-back against Tampa. They're back to 500. This is a good spot. I think they're catching Tampa at a spot. They're coming out. They've been so hot, and now they're traveling across country and against a little issue with Glass now and all that. Might set them back a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how the Tampa Bay kind of bounces back from this series to how they play today. But that's basically it. That's 15 games that we went over. At this point, we normally kind of go to the chat. We have Off Topic Sports in there. Great YouTube channel guy. Love him. He's Cubs fans saying they're bad. Dumb Duvall, of course. The Cubs had a rough outing for sure. But other than that, don't have too much to add. Looking forward to the power rankings this next weekend. I'm sure there's going to be tons of controversy as per usual, but let me guys know what you guys think of last night, etc., and we will see you for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.